What up, Raffalitos? Welcome back to my channel. Today is the 15th of November 2025, and it's the first day of the Christmas shopping season here in Georgetown, Guyana. And I just wanted to bring you an update on the city, on Georgetown, at the beginning of the 2025 Christmas season. I'm starting here in the mall. This is the City Mall at Regent and Camp Street in Georgetown, Guyana. This is what it looks like at about 3 p.m., 3 in the afternoon. People have just started decorating the mall. And for example, behind me, you can see they've just put out the snowman. Stores around here have just started putting up decorations. A few of them have, that is. And what I'm going to do is walk around the outside so we can see what is happening on the 15th day of November 2025. Also going to bring you an update on what's happening with that terrorist attack as we get downtown. And I'm going to give you some of the new developments on Main Street as we head towards Kingston. So stay tuned. So guys, this is what the City Mall looks like on the 15th day of November, start of the Christmas shopping season. They've just started putting up a Christmas tree. Today is the 15th of November. I think the 17th and 18th, there's going to be a Christmas tree display at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception on Bricktown. The Bricktown Cathedral is going to have a display of Christmas trees on the 17th and 18th. But this is what Christmas 2025 looks like in Georgia. Now, the scene is that after the election season, or during the election season, a lot of the campaigns had promised cash grants for Christmas, and now the politicians are under pressure to deliver, and so a lot of Guyanese are actually apprehensive but waiting in anticipation of what would happen between now and Christmas Day, because they were promised $200,000, about $1,000 by the winning party, and that is at the top of discussion, top of mind in Guyana at this time. But let's take a walk downtown and see what's happening. Okay, this is what we're all right now. We're at the second floor. It's the second floor of the mall. Going down to the first floor. That's what the first floor looks like here on it's actually what, Saturday? It's a Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. It's a Saturday afternoon in Georgetown. Now heading out to the street. This is Camp Street. That's Camp Street looking north. It's Camp Street looking south. As usual, starting today, police officers are going to be placed. So starting today, police officers are going to be placed at these streets. And the police officers have already started to put in their appearance. So this is usually one of the busy intersections. That is Regent and Camp Street. Now we're heading east on Regent Street. It's a little after 3, like 3:30 in the afternoon. As is the case every Christmas season, traffic congestion in the city is a nightmare, and you kind of have to prepare yourself for the congestion on both the sidewalks and on the street itself. You see, I think I might be getting into the sun. That's looking back in the direction it came from. This building is not quite finished yet, but it's supposed to be a shopping center, a shopping mall. Still under construction. The one next door is new, that's new building. I think it's a new store. What you find is a lot of these new buildings are actually owned by Chinese. They're being constructed by Chinese stories. This one, I think, yes, guys, this is where the attacks occurred. Right, this is the KFC. So there's this KFC outlet close to the gas station that attracts a lot of visitors. However, it appears as if the attacker attempted to place his pipe device into one of these containers, these trash containers, but he was stopped by the gas station attendant. He, however, made his way around. He made his way around to the back of the station. Right, so you can see that it's boarded up. Right, the gas station is boarded up because all those, yeah. So all that glass was exploded out. This is where the gas, that's where the bomb was planted. So these guys, so apparently at the rear of the station, they planted a device that exploded. The result, of course, was that one child was killed and the family in the vehicle was severely injured. Several other vehicles were also destroyed and other bystanders were injured. So that is what happened here in Georgetown. I think it was almost a month ago now. So the matter is still being investigated. Several people have already been arrested and are assisting with the investigation. Now, I'm not going to speculate about the cause and the identities of the parties involved, but that is what we've known so far, what we know so far. This is the new and improved City Hall, fully renovated. The building has now been fully renovated. City Hall, established or founded in 1888, now fully renovated, for the 2025 Christmas season. See, all the windows have been installed. Last time we were here, they were still working on the finishing aspects of the renovation. Now you can see it's been fully, fully renovated. This is Avenue of the Republic South. Remember, it's Saturday afternoon. It's a Saturday afternoon, November 15th. And this is what City Hall looks like on the 15th of November, 2025. Right, the building now has been fully renovated. I think last time we were just here, they were still working on replacing these spiral staircases. So we're at the top of Avenue of the Republic. That is, we're at Avenue of the Republican Church Street. That's looking south on Avenue of the Republic. This is the Bank of Guyana on the 15th day of November 2025. The Hand in Hand building has been recently painted, so that looks quite new. And so does the building next door. Cathedral, the St. George's Cathedral. Somebody's asking if the St. George's Cathedral might be taller than the new Pasha Hotel. It is not taller, it is probably half of the height. St. George's Cathedral is still only, it's about 2/3, maybe a half to 2/3 of the height of the Pasha restaurant. So for those of you who are paying attention, Pasha is 16 stories tall, and if the ceiling heights are about 12 feet, then the height of 16 stories would work out to be 192 feet. And you do the same calculation for all the buildings in Georgetown or in Guyana that might compete, and you find that none of them comes close to 192 feet. Right, the 12-story buildings, for example, using the same measurements, the 12-story buildings around Georgetown that are being built are 12 by 12, 144 feet in height. So Pegasus Suites and Corporate Center and the new A Division Police Station would probably be around 144 feet in height. That means they're about the same height as the St. George's Cathedral. But Pasha is 192 feet, calculated to you. Oh, that's the Guyana stores. It seems as if it's closed. All right, this used to be one of the busiest stores. As a matter of fact, not only Guyana stores, but Fogarty's, which is around the corner. We're gonna capture that on another day. That's what's in front of us is the museum. And that's the Bank of Guyana. But yeah, so the tallest building in Guyana is now Pasha, and the two 12-story buildings that are currently under construction or have been built are the 12-story Pegasus Suites and the 12-story police headquarters, and they are about 144 feet in height. This is the Quartz store. I think this used to be a division of Guyana stores in a previous lifetime. It's also one of the shopping destinations in Guyana. So, I'll show you. This is that building. That is Hotel Tower. Used to be the major hotel, or one of the three major hotels in Guyana back in the day. Hotel Tower, still massive, right? There's still people who prefer to stay at the tower, right? Hotel Tower. I think it's been changed. The ownership has been changed now. Main Street, which we're on right now, is usually the Christmas Village, the destination for Christmas Village. Afternoon. So they're probably preparing. Come on. Preparing for Main Street, the Christmas Village here in Main Street. You can see they're either putting up or taking down some kind of stand. But yes, it's November 15th. I think by December 1st, this is the Kwamina Street, and up there is the Jewels. All right, that's the Jewels Hotel, New Jewels Hotel. I don't know if this is going to become a new building eventually, but it is certainly prime location. And these properties on Main Street that are vacant are probably going to become, good afternoon, they're going to become new new buildings, new commercial and possibly industrial buildings soon. Next, the street, I think 2 blocks over is Main Street. You can see one of the buildings on Main Street peeking out. Not Main Street, Water Street. See one of the buildings on Water Street peeking out over there. And of course, this is one of the famous Chinese restaurants here in Guyana. New Thriving. This is Sacred Heart, the Roman Catholic Church here on Main Street. Remember, it's November 15th, right? 15th of November. There's a new building actually going up at the corner of Carmichael Street and Kwamina. I think somebody's putting up a commercial building there. Last time I was there, they were working on the foundation. I think now they've completed it. But yeah, this is what is happening a Saturday afternoon in November here in Georgetown, Guyana. These buildings are some of the old colonial buildings that are still up and running. This is, I don't know who occupies it. Seems to be vacant right now, but you can see the colonial architecture from the mid 20th century, probably even early 20th century. And over here, that's New Thriving. New Thriving restaurant that's looking back south on Main Street. Cleanup campaign for, I guess, the Christmas season happening here. Now in the next block, over here, I think it's the Bureau of Statistics and Ham Court, famous nightclub or notorious nightclub, depending on how you see it. Yeah, this building, I'm not sure don't know who occupies that building, but it's one of the few colonial buildings still left, similar to the City Hall building here in Georgetown. That's where the old American embassy used to be back in the day when I was in high school. And this was my neck of the woods. After school, that's Middle Street, right? That's Middle Street. And this is Main Street in the block that houses the president's official residence. You see they've done a good job of cleanup so far and landscaping. Some finishing touches need to be done. Over here, it seems as if there's going to be some kind of construction, but right now it's being used to store building materials, construction materials. In the distance, what you're looking at is Halliburton on Water Street near to the riverbank, and next door, that's the old ice house. I think Wheating and Richter ice house that's still, I think, operating, still selling ice. But yeah, along the riverbank is still an industrial zone. Good afternoon. With lots of buildings, lots of commercial buildings. This is the Walter Roth Museum of Anthropology, right? The Walter Roth Museum of Anthropology, another colonial building, one of the few remaining colonial buildings still in the city, right? The city of Georgetown. I've never visited, might be a good idea to visit. Guyana Power and Light, they still have the headquarters building over here. This is President's official residence. That's the official residence here on Main Street. And next door, next to this is the open field on which, not field, but lot where they normally plant the Christmas tree. I don't know what their plans are this year.